it is always great to check in with the Hangman. We have him here. I don't know if he knows this. We have him right here. He's right here. And he's kind enough to wake up early in Auckland to join us, coming off that huge win over Mateusz Gamrot. He's been all over the place. Let us go and say hello to Dan Hooker, who is joining us early in Auckland, but he's on his way. Where are we off to, Dan?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the gym, my friend. I've had enough of traveling. I've had enough of planes. I've had enough of different countries. It's time to do some work, mate.
Hell yeah. By the way, did you know that we have you in the studio here, in our new studio? Have you seen this?
I did know that. The boys picked that out and sent me the picture of that there and there. Made me proud, my friend.
Okay, we were showing love. Well, great to talk to you, Dan. And I haven't. We've been off for a little bit, so I didn't get a chance to talk to you after the Gamrot fight. What a performance that was! What a scene! You were so fired up afterwards. I think it was the power of the tattoos that really prevailed you to the top there. Propelled you, I should say. Your thoughts now, 2 months later, on the fight and performance? I thought it was one of your best.
Yeah, obviously. I didn't think I performed that well, but got the result. I said it to my coach after my coach Tuss, because he didn't look that impressed when I got out of the cage. But I said, not bad. I said, not. I just went like this, and I just shrugged and said, not bad for an off night. And then he agreed with, once I said that, he agreed with that. Not bad for an off night. So we'll take that. I'll take that.
But off night against a guy like that who's top 5, top 6. To get the win, and deservedly so, I think very impressive. What were you not happy about?
Just that had to bite down and I feel like I just rushed it a bit much. I feel like the stuff I worked on should have been a lot cleaner, but kind of just had to had the wrong tool, but just had to force it. Had to just make it work. You know what I mean? Had to just make it work because he's such a tricky guy. Gamrot does such a good job of slowing down the fight, so I just had to kind of stay in his face and pressure him like that.
We've talked about your maturation, about trusting other people, about taking smart fights, about not rushing into things. It feels like it's all coming together for you now. It feels like the confidence is there, that you're making the right moves. You obviously had to sit out for a year there to recover, but I feel like it's all coming together for you. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I definitely feel the same. That's the kind of the position that I'm in now, is just don't do anything dumb. When I was a bit younger and in the same position, worked so hard to get myself to the top 5, and really all I needed to do was rest and let the right fight come across the table at the right time, and I didn't when I was younger. I just rushed straight back into another fight. That was when I took the Chandler fight off of putting back-to-back 5-round wars. I had a 5-round war with Felder, I had a 5-round war with Poirier, and then I just rushed it to get back in. And yeah, it's not rocket science. You can't put 50 minutes of hard fighting in 6 months and then expect your body to bounce back like that. So it's just comes with those lessons come with experience.
Speaking of doing dumb things, was there any part of you when you were in Marbella cornering Oscar Willis for his fight, his BKFC fight against Ben Davis, saying, I want some of this? At some point, I need to partake in bare-knuckle fighting.
I can't say there wasn't. I can't. I can't lie to you, my friend. And I cannot say that my knuckles are not getting itchy for that. That looks like some fun. That I would do for fun. That's not even. I don't think there's much of a question whether or not I would do bare knuckle fighting, but that's my retirement fund.
Because there's a lot of MMA fighters who say that's too much for me, but it seems like it's right up your alley.
Yeah, I appreciate the art involved in it. You know what I mean? It looks quite brutal, but there's quite a lot of skill involved, and I just think that my understanding of it and the way that I fight as well, because it's one of those things like you're going to get hit, you're going to get cut, and there's yeah, it kind of removes the athlete out of the fight, and it's just like the guys that truly want to get in there and fight and make it ugly are the ones that find quite a lot of success in bare knuckle.
In the post-fight interview after Gamrot, you said, I want it all. I want everything. I want all the big names. I want Conor McGregor. Everyone says that. But bare knuckle, night of, someone's asking him, who's next? He says February 1st, Dan Hooker. Then when I started asking, I started asking around, and I was like, what's going on here? So I'd love to ask you, what is going on here?
Yeah, we kind of snuck our way into the ring.
I love it.
Snuck past a few security guards and just kind of danced our way into the ring. And next thing we're in the ring, cracking a few forged stouts with the champ, having a few drinks, having a few beers, and having a bit of a chinwag. So, I was hanging out with a lot of his friends and stuff like that week, and we seemed to get on quite well. And yeah, like it's a fight that makes a lot of sense for him, makes a lot of sense for me, and we're obviously both keen on the fight. It's just I don't know what's going on with him behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on with him and the UFC and their relationship. So that's all I can see. And people since that rumor started going around, people were going, oh, like don't wait, don't be another Michael Chandler. Like, that's not the plan. I'm fighting early next year. I told the UFC either January or March, and it'll be someone in the top 5 or Conor McGregor. That'll be who I'll be stepping inside a cage with come January or March next year.
Since he said that, has there been any movement on making the Conor fight?
Oh, I know Ash, my manager's in he's in Saudi. He's with Volk in Saudi, so he'll get to talk to Hunter. He'll get to talk to Sean. So I'm sure by the end of this weekend, or where he comes back from Saudi Arabia, I'll have my next fight penciled in.
Okay.
I'd say I'll have a name and a date by the end of this weekend.
There are some who think Conor never fights again. There are some, like myself, who think he does fight again. Where do you fall in this discussion? You were there with him. You got a sense for him. Where do you fall?
Oh, we all like money, brother. And when you're getting as much, as he's getting, a little cash injection of 20, 30 million, I'm sure there'd be not many men on the face of the earth that could turn that down. He's obviously still like fit and training and stuff like that. So, the heart of a fighter just keeps ticking, keeps itching. It just comes down for him to fights that make a lot of sense, I guess. And if they make a lot of money, they make a lot of sense.
Obviously, he's the biggest name available to anyone. But like you said, you want to fight January, March. I think it's because you're expecting another child, right? In February?
Yeah. Oh, he's got another baby dropping in February. So I've told Ash, I told my manager Ash, who's told the UFC they cannot do the Sydney card there in February. Boys, you're on your own.
Congratulations to you and your missus. By the way, do you know the sex?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Okay, don't say it. I don't want to get you in trouble. I didn't know. Some people announced it before, but don't say it. That's great. I hope everything goes. I don't want the heat.
Tell you about.
No, I don't want you to get in trouble. Keep that to yourself.
I might get in trouble.
Yeah, leave it.
It's nothing new, Cobb. I'm the king of the dog box.
So if it's not Conor, who do you fancy? Is there someone out there that makes sense in January or March?
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of the guys in the top 5. That's the funny thing about it. My position is I've had a lot of the guys in the top 5 say my name.
Yeah.
Arman mentioned it for an interim title. Gaethje mentioned my name. Poirier obviously mentioned my name. And yeah, I'm obviously keen on any of those fights. Arman's booked for the belt. Dustin, I don't know. Well, he laid his gloves down in his last fight, and then he's coming out and he's saying like he'd do another one, but as like a retirement fight. I don't know. I'm not really interested in kicking someone on the way out the door. It'll be, but Gaethje, that's a obviously, uh, that's a fight fan's dream. That right there, that's someone new. That's something that the fans have wanted to see for a very long time, and finally it kind of makes sense.
So Poirier told us last week he wants to retire in Louisiana, but that would probably be back end of 2025, which means he might have to get another one in between. And so if he did fight you in January or March, that probably wouldn't be the retirement fight. Does that change your opinion on it at all?
Um, well, he's like, yeah, well, he's got the door half closed. I don't
Okay,
know. I
all
like,
right.
obviously, I take the fight. Obviously, he's a huge name. Obviously, he's ranked ahead of me, and obviously, he kicked my ass, so I want that back. Like, I would fight, I would fight someone for any one of those reasons, for the money, for the ranking, and because they kicked my ass, and he did all three. So of course, of course, I want that fight back.
Can I tell you the one that is fascinating to me? It's you and Renato Moicano. You guys have an interesting thing going on. He keeps comparing you to a turtle in a tree, and you guys have gone back and forth a little bit. What do you think about a
Yeah,
potential?
like funny when he's blaming and trying to say that someone put him in the tree. The only person to blame for me being in the top five is Moicano, because he turned me down, he ducked me in Perth, so I skated right past him and I fought the number five and I beat him. He could have fought me in Perth. His excuse was taxes. So he pissed off to France and paid the exact same amount of taxes that he would have paid in Perth. He took an easier fight, a fight that he thought he could skate by, and it didn't work out for him. He got the win, and he didn't go absolutely anywhere. So he in a sport of risk versus reward, he took the easy path, and now he's nowhere. You know what I mean? And looking back and thinking that I'm going to take the Moicano fight when I've had three of the guys in the top five say my name in the last couple of months would be, yeah, as we were saying earlier, the only thing I have to do right now is not do anything dumb. And that would be something dumb. Like, would I want to fight him? Of course. I've been wanting to fight that guy for years. But right now, it looks like that would be looking in the rear vision mirror.
Wow. So I didn't know that. So that was on the table for Perth, and he said thanks but no thanks, and they put him
Well, I
against.
call it like you know how it works. Like he's saying that he was never actually offered that fight. We know how it works, brother. You have to you both fighters have to show some kind of interest on social media before the UFC will offer you a fight. He
Hmm.
shut it down. He shut it down when he said that. I called him out for Perth, and he said, no, taxes are too high. Taxes are too high. It's the same tax rate, you dumb fuck.
What do you think of his performance against Benoit?
Benoit's not. I said that leading into the fight. Benoit's not top 10, top 15 caliber. Like, the guy's athletic, he's tough, he's strong. But, his biggest win before that Poirier fight was Matt Frivola. And then, yeah, he kind of got gassed up to fight Poirier. He got thrown in the deep end against Poirier. And, yeah, I said that's the coolest thing he's ever done, is got knocked out by Dustin Poirier. So I expected that result. Like, Moicano is a solid fighter. He has strong grappling, and a solid game. I expected him to get by BSD like that.
So just looking at the landscape, it feels like the one that makes the most sense and interests you the most is Justin Gaethje, because Arman and Islam are fighting, and Oliveira and Chandler are fighting. That's the guy right there, right? That's the one that I think interests you the most.
That's the one that I'd say that's the one that gets me out of bed, Cobb. That's the one that puts a warm feeling in my heart.
I love it. I love it. By the way, speaking of which, are we done with the tattoos? Have we put a stop to it, or is
Well,
there?
people forget that I was injured. I couldn't train. I broke my hand, then I broke my arm, then I broke my arm again. So I had three broken bones in a row, and they were telling me don't even go for a run. They were like, don't run, don't move, don't lift any weights. So I was out injured for a very long time. So I haven't been injured. So I've been skating all around the world. I went to Vegas, watched the Sphere card, went to another show in Tahiti, TFC. That was an incredible event to support my friend. And then I went over to Spain for BKFC. So I've been traveling to all fight shows all around the world. It's no time to draw on myself, mate.
By the way, did you get tickets to the Sphere card? Because I remember 300, it was kind of a controversy where you weren't getting tickets. So did they hook you up this time? I put in a words. I just wanted to know if it went through.
Nah, Ash bought them for me, mate.
Come on, Ash bought them for you. Are you serious? We need to rectify. Are you serious right now? You should be sitting in the front. You're one of the top stars in the game.
Oh yeah, well, that's when I saw bloody Justin Gaethje down there and Michael Chandler down there, and I was going, all right. I have to kick one of these guys' asses for some bloody tickets, I think.
Yeah, the respect is coming. I feel like it's coming. It's right around the corner. What do you think of Chandler taking that?
It's coming, mate. It's coming. You can give it to me, or I'll take it.
No, I think you're taking it right now.
I'm coming for it.
Chandler Oliveira, are you surprised Chandler took the fight, or did he have no choice?
Yeah, I think he had no. I think he had no real choice. I think he got told that maybe Conor's not fighting for a while, and that's like a big opportunity for him as well. You know, they've obviously come to him and told him that that's a title eliminator, and the next guy that wins that fight will be fighting for the title. But tough fight, tough fight. Going straight to Charles Oliveira rematch is that'll be a tough ask.
I could see a world, Dan. You win this next fight in early 2025. You get another one. You win that. I could see a world back end of 2025. All of a sudden, you're fighting for the belt, or all of a sudden, you're right there. What a difference! What's that?
Wouldn't that be funny, my friend? What a world we live in.
I don't know about funny. It's just a great story.
What a world we live in, where an average man can bite down on his mouthpiece and then one day fight for a world title.
Do you agree with me? Do you see that path now?
Yeah, I think I'm like one fight and someone twisting their ankle of fighting for a world title. Like even anyone in any division in the top 5 you're in shooting distance. You're in shooting distance for the belt. Someone doesn't want to fight. Someone gets sick. Someone breaks a nail. Then you're next in line fighting for a title. So it is very close to becoming a reality.
Was there a point where you thought it was never going to be a reality?
I'm just I'm a pretty practical guy. Like I eat on my plate. I eat what's on my plate. I never get carried away. Never get too carried away. But like it makes sense. Like it's not really. You can't tell me that it's never going to happen when you're sitting one fight away from a belt. That's just. I'll refuse to believe that.
By the way, that year that you were talking about where you had to ink yourself up, what did you do to spend, like these days where you go to the gym so early in the morning, they're telling you not to run. How did you not go crazy? Like, what did you do to release those endorphins?
I drew on half my body. Nah, it's because it's kind of like the same rush. Like it does suck. It does hurt. It's like going to the gym and training your ass off. So you go there and you have to like stay composed all day. You get drawn on, getting in pain, and yeah, it's kind of like the same kind of rush, I guess. So you're just replacing one fix with another.
Okay, but does it release the same type of feeling inside, the same type of endorphins?
No, it hurts. It just sucks. I don't. People think I like getting tattooed. I'm actually. Ask me, Mrs. She thinks I'm actually quite horrible at it.
Meaning the way you deal with it?
Yeah, I think she's the one that has to hear you come home and sulk and complain about it. So
Yeah. By the way, could I ask your teammate Kai Car-France not getting the title shot and it going to? He said it went to the wrong Kai. What was your reaction to that?
Oh, yeah, we'll see how things go. Like obviously they're trying to get some bit new injection into the top of that division. I feel like he's still in play for a title shot come next year. He's called it for the that Sydney card there in February. I could see a flyweight title or whoever gets Pantoja or the new Kai number 2, whoever get the win there, having to turn around and double back and defend that belt against Kai Kara France at the Sydney card in February.
Okay. And no BMF title on the line this weekend, but you've been talked about for like a sort of makeshift BMF tournament. The BMF champ is fighting Max Holloway. What do you think of his chances on Saturday against Topuria? You like Topuria? Is he your kind of guy?
Yeah, like, oh mate, if I was that undefeated and I'd be walking around saying the wildest shit, I reckon. I don't I get a couple wins under me belt. And I start getting pretty lippy. But imagine if I was bloody 20-0, the world wouldn't be ready for it. I'd be walking around like Superman.
So what do you think of this matchup for him?
Oh, I think it's like a 50-50. I like his style. Like, he's very good at what he does. Very simplified game. Very good fundamentals. Max is obviously has a lot of tools. He's obviously capable of a lot more. I think if he can keep the fight at kicking range, he has a pretty solid chance. I'd say the experience will be on kind of Max's side. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to that one.
By the way, how long is this commute to the gym?
Mate, this is Auckland, brother. You spend half your life in traffic.
Oh, really?
If this gym wasn't in this city, the day I retire, I'm right out of here, brother.
Where are you going? Where's the dream?
Where am I going? I'm going to be a man of the world. I'll be traveling all around the place, Scott.
Like, didn't Brad Riddell do something like that, where he like got in his van and just traveling all over the place?
He sure did. Yeah, that's why he's living over in Thailand now. That's the gypsies. Phuket, Thailand is a gypsy's dream, my friend.
Of the few places left on my bucket list, if you will, Auckland, New Zealand is one of them. I've always wanted to go there.
You have to come down to Auckland and then get out of Auckland, and then we'll show you some incredibly beautiful places on the countryside of New Zealand.
Okay, so New Zealand you're cool with, but you think Auckland shouldn't be at the top of the list?
Nah, it's just like another big city. It's like going to Sydney or going to, it's just a big city. But once you get out to the smaller towns and the rural parts of New Zealand, it's some of the most beautiful country in the world, I believe.
I don't have to say it to you, but it's just so bloody far. I mean, that's the problem. I mean,
It is so bloody far. There's a blessing and a curse. If the world starts falling to bits and bombs start going off, I feel quite comfortable. Down here in the corner of the world. I feel quite safe.
Okay. All right. Well, that is good to know. Well, thank you for joining us. How much longer do you have on the commute?
I could see it in your 5 minutes. Nah, we're just around the corner. Well, I don't have too far to go.
I could see it in your glasses, by the way. You're still on the highway.
Yeah, I am.
Are you driving, or is someone driving you?
Nah, someone's driving me, mate. Don't try to get me a ticket.
No. I was just trying to confirm that in case because people were saying it in the chat. So I just wanted, because I see the other person, I see their hand on the steering wheel. So I was just putting that out there. So all is good. You're doing well. You're feeling good. You're tatted up. You're on a streak. You got a fight in January, maybe in LA. That's close. Maybe in March. I don't know where that one is. It's unfortunate that the Sydney one is right in between, because that would have been somewhat close to home. But them's the breaks. You're having a baby. We don't want to know what the sex of the baby is. Life is good for Dan Hooker. That's the top line here.
That's a great summary, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Always a pleasure. Appreciate you very much, and good luck with everything. And always enjoy talking to you. Thanks for coming on. And we got you here.
Thank you, brother.
By the way, this is okay by you, right? Because some people. Oh, he's gone. All right. Well, there it is.
He says, "Yeah, that's really cool, man. Thanks for having me on."
This is signed.
That's right.
It says Dan Hangman Hooker. There it is.
Should we call him back?
Thanks for watching this video. Hey, before you go, do me a favor, hit that sub button, give us a thumbs up, hit the little bell thingy as well. Leave us a nice comment or two. We appreciate you all very much.